Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal. I'm a content marketing strategist and travel blogger. I think I have to start over. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, a content marketing strategist and travel blogger. And today I want to share how I'm helping a travel blogger client amplify her social media with a complete content strategy. So, as a content marketing strategist and travel blogger, I obviously understand how overwhelming social media can feel. And I know yourself, you want to share experiences, you want to grow your audience, you want to drive traffic to your blog, but creating content for multiple platforms can feel like an endless task and super overwhelming. Trust me, I've been there, which is why I've created systems to set in place where you can repurpose content over and over again. So this quarter, I've had the chance to help a travel blogging client streamline her social media and make every post count. So here's a look at the strategy that I'm using and why it works for bloggers like us. So we started by focusing on Instagram, which is her primary platform. Instagram isn't necessarily the only place that her audience engages with her, but it's really a great starting point. And I feel this way because there's so many different platforms out there, but Instagram is very specific as far as what sizes you need to be posting, the how much text you can put in a caption, and there's so many different things that can affect the algorithm. Anyways, I just kind of made it to where Instagram is her primary platform where we're focusing on, and then we're repurposing everything else from there. So it just kind of made sense at the time, and that's where we wanted to put our creative energy in, I guess, so to say. So each week, I create a mix of carousels that tell a story or offer tips. And I also think it's important to say, I grab this content from her blog. So she posts a new blog post. I take that blog post and I repurpose it into a carousel. If it's a post about 5 different tips to do X, Y, and Z, or here's 10 ways I do X, Y, and Z, or here's the 3 top things to do in Arizona. I don't know. I'm just babbling at this point. But so I use that blog post. I create a mix of carousels, a single post with a single picture, and then I create a reel. So she shares with me her video folder, and I find videos that might be relating to what we've been talking about this week. And so I create a reel that showcases quick, engaging content that's optimized for lead generation, because reels these days, videos get way more views than written content, right? So reels is just kind of a special little thing. I will dive back into why that is in just a second. So that's a little bit about Instagram. I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it, but that's really the primary thing for Instagram is repurposing that blog post into smaller posts for Instagram, and then using Instagram as the primary platform, which then gets turned into reposting on Facebook. So it's so easy to create posts for Instagram and then just repurpose them, repost them immediately to Facebook. Instagram gives you that option. So why not use it? And it's no additional work for you. So you're posting on Instagram, you're hitting the automatic share button to Facebook, and you're already sharing to 2 platforms, which is awesome, right? So it saves you time while keeping the messaging consistent across your platforms, and it keeps your audience engaged because there's people that use Facebook and not Instagram, or Instagram and not Facebook, and you want to be reaching out as much as possible to those people, right? So that's Instagram and Facebook. The third one is Pinterest. And so we turn those Instagram captions into Pinterest pins. Pinterest is a really powerful tool for driving blog traffic. And so by repurposing content, each caption serves multiple purposes. So I rewrote those captions that I use for the Instagram post to make them into Pinterest friendly posts, because you can only do like 500 characters. You need keywords written and wrapped up in those captions. And then the pins is obviously are going to be different sizes than the Instagram post. So really I'm using Instagram as like the catalyst, as the top of the pyramid. And then it's branching out into all these different posts that won't take as long to create. So every pin drives traffic to her blog because you can direct your blog post directly to the Pinterest pin. And so you're helping grow that readership and support her content strategy across all those multiple platforms. And it's really cool because Pinterest in our strategy, it's like a search engine that's similar to Google. That's how I look at Pinterest. It is a search engine. So as a blogger, you really don't want to neglect that. All right, the fourth one, lastly, and this is why I'm going to go back into talking about Reels, is because we also repurpose Instagram Reels into YouTube Shorts, okay? Bear with me. All right. So I'm making YouTube a priority this year, not just for myself, but also for my clients. And here's why. So Google's update earlier this year, you might have talked or heard me talking about it in my previous videos, that Google has been favoring YouTube videos in their Google search results. So having great performing videos for what people are searching for can direct traffic to your website. So since we're already creating those videos for Instagram, why not just repost them to YouTube as shorts? Because Reels and shorts are pretty much the same thing. They can only be like super short. They have to be vertical, blah, blah, blah. So it's really no additional work on our part other than just posting the video with YouTube specific music. So it performs well on YouTube. I know that's a lot to handle, but so those are like, what I'm using for her content marketing is we're creating the top of the pyramid is Instagram, and then it's going to Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube. Okay. So really she's posting to 4 different platforms without a lot of additional work. So this approach creates like an all-encompassing strategy where each piece of content truly has a clear purpose, right? We're using Instagram to build community and brand awareness. We're using Facebook and YouTube both by extending the reach without the extra work. And Pinterest drives traffic to the blog as a search engine. So by thinking about like this content life cycle, every post works harder without requiring double the effort, right? So this strategy, like I've said, it works particularly well for travel bloggers who often have limited time and resources, but need to maintain a strong online presence. Smart repurposing increases reach, engages multiple audiences, and builds a consistent brand across your platforms. So why not freaking do it, right? So if you're a travel blogger or a small business looking to grow your social media and blog traffic without burning out, consider focusing on your main platform first, repurposing content across other channels, and optimizing those captions for search results and planning a content lifecycle that maximizes that reach and engagement. Now, I specialize in helping bloggers and small businesses amplify their social media while making the most of their time. So that's why people hire me is, let's say after watching this video, you're like, oh, even though it's repurposing, like that's way too much work for me. That's where I come in. I make the content with you and then I repurpose it for all these different platforms for you. And if that sounds like something you want to dive into, please book a free call with me and we can discuss how to repurpose your content into 5 or more additional pieces of content without any extra work for you. And you can do that at calendly.com/Crystal Statskey. All right. Be sure to like and subscribe. I would love for you to let me know what you thought of this video by commenting below. And please stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate you guys watching and taking the time out of your day to spend with me. All right. Bye-bye.